Okay, so here are the few homework problem extra examples to go through for section 7.1 in pre-algebra, fractions and percents. So the problem here is asking you to convert this to a fraction from a percent. So it's 33 and a third percent. And remember, our formula is percent over 100 equals the fraction, basically. That's good. Basically, that's how it's going to work. So we have 33 and 1/3 over 100. There it is as a fraction, but that's not a good answer because I've got 33 and a third there. So what I'm going to have to do is multiply the top and bottom by 3. And what that'll do is it'll get rid of that 1/3. So when I do that, 33 times 3 is 99. 3 over 1 times 3 is 1 because it's 3. And then 3 times 100 is 300. So I essentially get 100 over 300, which is 1/3. Okay. So again, I put the percent over 100, so it's 33 and a third over 100, but that's not a fraction because I have a fraction within a fraction. So one way to do it is just to triple the top and the bottom, and you get 100 over 300 and it reduces to 1/3. Another way to do this, and you know, if you're comfortable with this, is to make this guy, instead of leaving him as a mixed number, you put him into an improper fraction, which 33 and 1/3 as an improper fraction, multiply both these by 3. This becomes 99. This becomes 1. Put that over 3. You get 100 over 3, then over that 100. And again, multiply the top and bottom by 3. 100 over 300. Still 1/3. So it's a bunch of different ways to get there, but that's one way. All right, next problem. Write this fraction as a percent, round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. Okay, so again, our formula is, or kind of formula, percent over 100 is the fraction. That's what it's equal to. So we're going to call it, I don't know, let's call it P over 100 equals 1 over 60. Because again, the percent, I don't know it. It's out of 100. 1 over 60. And now what I can do is cross multiply, solving proportions like we did last chapter. So 60p equals 100. Okay. Divide by 60. That ends up becoming 10 over 6, which is 5 over 3. Now for me, to be honest, I'm perfectly fine with you making that a mixed number, 1 2/3%. But sometimes the textbook doesn't like that. It's in fact right to nearest hundredth if necessary. So what that means is I have to divide 5 by 3 and then turn that into a decimal. So 3 goes into 5 once. 2 is the remainder. It goes into 20 6 times for 18. And then I'm going to start getting repeating. So it's 1.6 repeating, which is approximately 1.67%. So I like this because it's exact, 1 2/3%, but the book said round to the nearest hundred, that says 1.67%. Okay, last problem I'm going to look at here is number 38 from the homework, and it's a compare. You know, which one's bigger, top to bottom. You kind of have either way you can go with this. It might be easiest just to convert this to a percent, so that we don't have to compare two fractions. But you could convert 45% into a fraction, which is easy to do, and it's just nice percent like 45. It's 45 over 100, which that reduces to 9 over 20. So I'm really comparing 8/20ths to 9/20ths, which if I look at that, 8/20ths is less than 9/20ths. Okay. Another way to do this would be to convert this to a percent. So we could say like 8 over 20 equals the percent over 100. Cross multiply here. 20p equals 800. Divide by 20. That ends up reducing to p equals 40, which is 40%, and 40% is less than 45%. So either way, it should still, should still be less than. Okay, so there are just a few problems from the homework for that section, a little bit extra help. If you have any questions, obviously come in for help before school, after school.